Have you watched any good movies this week? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw Alien. Alien Romulus or something like that. In the beginning of the game, I was talking about because they're doing like a scream competition or something like that. And I I was talking about how in the movie, in Alien, they did this really awesome cinematic shot where they muted all the sound, like how they make like the sound of space is very muted. They muted all the sound like in the spaceship, I want to say, and they zoomed in on the girl's face, and it was like splattered in blood, and she just let out just just the best scream, and I actually laughed. I laughed it was like one of the most horrifying scenes, and I actually audibly laughed because it was such a good scream that she let out. I was like, that was actually impressive. Like that was a great scream. It reminded me of that scene in What Remains of Edith Finch when the girl died because she was trying to discover her scream now, and it just made me laugh, and I was like, oh man, I'm like the actual psycho in the movie theater that's like the girl is about to get her chest blown out from the inside, and I'm like, ha 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 ha. So dumb. I highly recommend the movie though. It's real good. It's really, really good. I enjoyed the heckins out of it. The only thing is, and I feel like such an 80-year-old woman saying this, it was so loud. It was so loud in that movie theater. Like we sat a little bit closer to like we sat in the middle of the theater basically. I would usually choose seats that are almost at the top pretty much. But it was opening day. First day that it was showing in theaters, so the theater was packed. So we ordered our tickets the day before, but that's still all the best seats are in the back, and those were taken. So we sat in the middle, and it wasn't a bad viewing experience, but damn, those speakers were like boo straight into my ear, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna go deaf. It was the movie itself was really good though. I think for me, what really makes a movie an enjoyable experience, um, is when you like the main characters, when you're rooting for the main characters, when they're not annoying. And I feel like most movies now make the main characters so annoying, and I'm like, who's writing this? Why are they writing this? Like I'm so confused. Like you want characters that you actually like. I understand they want to do this like growth thing. They want the character to start off as a douchebag and then grow by the end of the movie into the hero or what. I hate that. I hate that so much. They started off this character as like a likable character, and I was like, oh, I love this. Because that's how Sigourney Weaver was. Like, in the original Alien movies, she was a likable character from the very start, and everybody else was annoying. Like, everybody else on the ship was like making these dumb decisions, and she was legit the only one that was like, common sense is here, alright? I have a little bit of common sense. The rest of you can take my advice if you want to or not. That's your problem. And I feel like they understood what that character was like, and they sort of made this new person like that, and I loved that. In fact, they even emulated kind of how the original Alien looked, where it's from the 80s. That movie is from the 80s. So the style of the movies is very old school. Like the graphics aren't the best, but they're well made. So you're not bothered by it because you know it's a movie from the 80s. So you're not bothered by it. You understand it's not going to be like computer graphics like how they have today. In fact, I feel like computer graphics today are shit. Like when you look at them, they're so bad. And so like when you watch this movie, even though it's made in 2024, it kind of looks like a movie from the 80s, but like in the best way. Like they made it that sort of style, but they made it like kind of like if you remaster a movie from the 80s. It looks so good. It looked so good. The character was likable. The story actually made sense. It was good. I liked it. I liked it a lot. I don't know if there's gonna be follow-up movies. It kind of left that up in the air a little bit whether or not it didn't not have a resolution. It had a resolution, but it was kind of, I'm not entirely sure what happened there at the end. It made sense though. It all made sense. Oh, you saw Alien Romulus too. I hope I'm saying that right. Romulus. Um, yeah, I honestly I'd probably say it's the best movie I've seen this year. Although I don't really watch a whole lot of 2024 movies. I'm kind of stuck in the 90s a little bit. I watched She's All That like 3 days ago. This is like the fifth time I've watched that movie. Yeah, they got the vibes and the feel of the old style. Alien 1 was from 1979. I love the fact that she saved the cat in the end of that movie. I was I watched that movie and then she saved the cat and everybody else died and I was like, this is the best movie ever. It was so funny. I love that movie. I when I saw it, I think I saw it at home on my TV. And I liked it so much that I downloaded the second movie and the third movie and I saved it for when I went camping. Cuz I save all my favorite movies like that I haven't seen for like when I'm in the woods and you get those feels, you know? It's great.